Here we go.
So Minnesota will get the first possession. Outside Miles. Pass to Howard. Williams. She's covered by Copper. Screen by Howard. Here's Miles. No good on the triple. Phoenix with the ball. Bonner outside. Fires for three. Rebounded by Coffey. Now Miles. Pass to McBride. The three. And she's good on the three ball.
A shooter who doesn't really need much space to be effective, McBride has a quick and accurate release.
Now here's Copper. It's a three-point game. To the inside. And Thomas gets it to go.
Well, that level of toughness should energize Thomas's teammates. She invites contact from opponents.
And one thing that makes Kalia Copper an all-star, her clutch scoring.
Oh, she 100% has that clutch gene, winning Finals MVP back in 2021. The tighter the game, the better Copper plays.
Now here's Copper. She's guarded by Williams. Parked down low that time and got hit with the 3-second call. And here's Miles. Pass to McBride from downtown. Rebounded by Copper. Now about 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. And it's off from three-point range. Down low. Outside Williams. Back to Coffey. The kick out to McBride. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. Knocks down the three ball.
Can score from anywhere on the court, and McBride has really taken on that alpha personality type.
Now here's Copper. Up top, Bonner. From the arc, hits the three-point bomb.
And she answers right back with a three of her own.
Oh my, they're getting into it. We have got a duel shaping up right now.
Here's Miles. Williams, she's covered by Thomas. Pass to McBride. Williams sets the screen. They get the rebound. And they pick up two.
Amongst guards, Williams, an elite rebounder, puts up huge numbers for that position on the glass.
Here's Mack. And here's Copper. Here's Thomas. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
There's the triple-double machine going to work right there. Thomas with the rebound and points.
Pass to Williams. Coffey. Outside Miles. The three ball. Mercury with the rebound. Bonner outside. Jacks up a three. Copper. That's in, coming off an assist from DeWanna Bonner.
If you let Copper get comfy, get time, and get set, she'll just continue to bury these shots.
Pass to McBride. From deep, another field goal for her. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there, Tim.
It's been a lot of fun to watch.
Now here's Thomas. Goes right through for bucket number 3. She's a perfect 3 for 3.
A force to be reckoned with on the drive. Thomas was not getting slowed down by the contact.
For 3, Kayla McBride. Another 3 for Minnesota.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from three-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her, she's still knocking them down. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now.
In the offseason, Brittany Griner signed with Atlanta, leaving the Mercury after 11 years.
Griner was the first pick in the 2013 draft, won a title back in 2014, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, 9 All-Star appearances. But best of all, Brittany was a great member of the Phoenix community.
Now here's Bonner. Thomas a screen. Inside. Makes it off the glass.
Keeps defenders uncomfortable, and I think it's because of Thomas's ability to play assertive but composed around the rim.
Here's Miles.
Pass to McBride. Howard. Courtney Williams for 3. Another 3 for Minnesota.
And that'll raise their field goal percentage even more. They're enjoying a big edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. They've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has just been great.
Such a high IQ on this team.
They get it back.
Here's Thomas, and there's another one for the Mercury.
Well, unlike other wings, Thomas makes her money inside, not taking those long jumpers.
Outside Miles.
It's Nia Coffey on the wing. The floater.
Mack grabs the miss.
Phoenix trailing here. Pass to Thomas. Yes, once again. And she remains a perfect 6 attempts, 6 makes.
With all the skills that Alyssa Thomas brings your squad, these major scoring nights are just a giant plus.
Buries it from three-point range.
Both teams on fire right now from the opening tip.
This is going to be an entertaining game of basketball today, folks. I think that much is obvious.
Get your popcorn ready.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 12.
Lots of All-Stars changed teams in the summer of 2024, including Alyssa Thomas.
Yeah, spending her first 11 years with the Connecticut Sun, finishing top 5 in MVP voting in each of her last 3 years. Thomas was so close to getting the Sun their first WNBA title, losing twice in the finals. Just for Thomas, an incredible run in Connecticut.
And she makes the first.
Well, to get to this level, you're already a winner. But who is the best when it comes to taking home titles?
No doubt for me, it's the ultimate winner, Breanna Stewart. She's got all the college titles and multiple WNBA titles.
Same here. For a change, I agree with you, Brian. I mean, Stewart's teams hoist trophies at every level because of her two-way ability. When you got a prolific scorer on one end and a dominant defender on the other.
Well, the term unicorn, a one-of-one type player, certainly fits Alyssa Thomas.
We really haven't seen a player like her. I mean, easily leading the WNBA when it comes to career triple-doubles. Thomas is 6'2", but she never takes threes. You watch her play, there's never been a player like her in the W.
Outside Williams. Thomas. Goes up from the top of the key. No good there.
The defense can't make a habit of giving her that shot. She just doesn't miss many of them.
Howard, that's good.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter for them offensively.
Yeah, but they can't sit back. They need to keep the pressure on the defense and really try to put this one away early.
Great point, Brian. You have to continue to build on this lead.
Now here's Miles.
Pass to McBride. The tray. Another three for Minnesota.
They are doing some damage from downtown, guys.
Which is the main reason they're sitting on this huge early lead. What shooting.
Just an aerial display from beyond the arc. You know, she shouldn't miss those, but, you know, it happens to the best of them.
Here's Miles.
Pass to Howard from outside the arc. That's a miss. She's made one and missed one. Shot to stop the run. Beyond the arc.
Offensive board.
Here's Williams. The three-pointer is on target.
Boy, not too much respect shown to her by the defenders.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to McBride. Tried to come right back with the three of her own, but it's no good. Outside Williams. And here's Thomas.
She's covered by Miles.
The jump hook. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. We've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Lynx ahead, up 9. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. A lopsided first quarter in the books as we get ready to begin the second quarter. And from what we've seen from the Lynx, what's your take so far?
Quite simply, a great display of team basketball, Brian.
This is 5 players working as a unit. Just beautiful team basketball on display. Even with every shot clanging off the iron, she seems determined to continue hoisting up these threes. But I think it's time to maybe take a step in.
Now here's McBride. The wing jumper off target. Pass to Williams.
Copper outside.
The three is up. No good on that shot. The Lynx leading. McBride outside.
Here's Caldwell.
There's a screen. For three. Rebounded by Copper. And it's the Mercury with the ball. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Here's the three. Minnesota grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 14 points.
Caldwell.
She's guarded by Williams. McBride outside. Shoots the three. That one's off. She starts the game with a miss. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Sinks that one from the post.
Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
So the Lynx now. Nothing offensively from them yet in this second quarter.
Here's Caldwell.
She's guarded by Williams. And here's Kayla McBride from the arc. That miss takes her to 7 for 12 from the field this game. Up top, Williams. Pass to Copper. This one for three. That does not fall. Still looking for her first basket after 3 shots. Now here's McBride. Let's go with a three. That counts. She's put up 13 shots and now has made 8 of them.
Off the court, McBride is lighthearted, but she's a killer on the court. Basketball is everything to her.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball.
Pass to Mack.
Clock at 6. The jump hook. Goes back up. And it's laid in by Thomas.
Such a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. That's what she brings to the table.
And here's Williams. And just over 3.5 minutes played in this second quarter. Miles. And the Lynx, another three.
Guarding her on the perimeter, it might not be a priority for them right now, but it will be if she keeps hitting those.
Copper outside. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's Minnesota. Their defense has allowed only 4 points in the quarter. To the middle. Back to Williams. That's in, and she's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
You know, she might be 5'8", but Williams has tons of different ways to finish at the hoop. Hard to stop.
Pass to Mack.
Thomas. Outside Williams. Thomas. Guarded by Howard. Fades back. Gets number 9 to fall, and she's only taken 10 shots.
Well, as a leader, Thomas is confident in her game, and that confidence directly translates to the rest of her team. And look, you don't have to be a basketball expert to see that.
And the Mercury with possession. They trail by 11.
A kick out to Copper.
Thomas a screen. There's the three. And Kalia Copper gets the three.
And Copper is an effective shooter. When she gets room to fire the three ball, she doesn't hesitate.
And the 2020 Wubble was a breakout season for Kalia Copper.
Well, she's been an all-star in each of the 4 seasons since. It's great to see her find her place in this league.
Stolen by Miles. Three-pointer.
Mack grabs the miss. Copper with the ball.
She has 6. To the paint. Through the net again. She's done that 10 times tonight, and she's only needed 11 shots to get there. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Now here's Williams. And here's Kayla McBride from the arc. No basket for the 7th time in 15 attempts this game. Thomas left side. Pass to Copper. For 3. Natasha Howard with the rebound. Now the Lynx with it.
Here's Miles.
Now here's McBride. 6 to shoot. Shot to end the cold run. Count it. Here's Williams.
Pass to Mack.
Thomas. Outside Williams. Thomas Guarded by Howard. Takes the 13-footer. That one's off, but a great shooting night overall as she is 10 for 12. That's 77% from the floor. Now McBride. Pass to Williams.
Miles.
Shoots over Williams. Rebounded by Copper. Phoenix trailing here. And here's Thomas.
Back to Copper.
Now Thomas. And that one goes in as she's fouled. It'll be 3 points if she can convert the free throw.
Well, 2024 was the final season of Diana Taurasi's WNBA career, a player that many refer to as the GOAT.
Absolutely. I mean, the all-time leader in points scored, three-time WNBA champion, 14 all-WNBA team selections, 6 gold medals at the games. The list just goes on and on.
Yeah, we could spend the entire game talking about what DT did. I mean, she inspired generations of players and fans while helping build and sustain the success of this league.
A physical point forward. Thomas shows a complete game. She can rebound, defend, and she's a monster on the break.
Caldwell.
Misses the three. And the Mercury with possession. It's a 5-point game. Bonner inside, guarded by Howard.
Now here's Coffey.
Not a lot of room. Tries it from 19, and a jumper falls for her.
That's just fundamental basketball from Coffey. Nice job spotting the open teammate.
Pass to Bonner. To the inside. Fades away. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Well, this is a game again. Good run to close the gap.
Yeah, they've done a great job to get back within striking distance. Solid comeback effort.
But that effort has to keep up.
Now here's Miles.
10 points for her. Green by Howard.
Miles, no good.
Now here's Bonner. Thomas left side. Good work defensively by Natasha Howard. The Lynx leading. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Pass to Caldwell.
Here's Howard. Williams inside. No go. That's miss number 2 against 3 makes from the field. Fires it. She got it up in time, but it just wouldn't fall for her. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Lynx on top. They're up by 5. And we'll see you right after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break, and we'll see if one can pull away in the third.
Alyssa Thomas has been sensational.
Sheer dominance in the post by her so far. just tearing them to shreds when she gets the ball inside.
And getting it to her is the only hard part, because once she's got the rock, she's automatic.
And it's the Mercury with the ball, trailing by 5. Takes a step back, and she gets the bucket.
Using her height and her agility, Copper finds the finish inside.
Outside Miles.
And here's Kayla McBride from the arc. Sinks the triple.
I tell you, she loves getting looks like that from three-point range. Just nobody near her.
Thomas a screen. Here's Copper. Finds herself wide open and drills it.
Look, it's no secret that Copper knows what the defense is trying to do. And right there, she capitalizes.
Now here's Miles.
Outside Williams. Another 3 for Minnesota.
You know what? I don't care how far from the bucket she is. You've got to have a defender on her. She's just too good from long range.
Here's Copper. She's got 10. From past the arc. Again, the miss by Kalia Copper.
Miles left side.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. And Williams gets it to go.
And add another three-pointer to their second half total.
They came out of the break dropping bombs and are just not letting up.
You love to see that.
Now here's Thomas. 27 points for her. Bucket is good.
Her stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shots are falling for her.
Pass to Coffee. Now here's Williams. For 3, Kayla McBride. That falls. Nice feed that time from Natasha Howard.
A quality passer at her position. Howard enjoys finding her teammates in their spots.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix. Pass to Mack.
Now Thomas, defended by Coffee. And here's Copper. Offensive rebound. And again, it's Phoenix.
That's a shot that Copper likes a lot. And right there, you can see why.
Outside Miles.
Pass to Howard.
On the wing, Courtney Williams.
Screen by Howard. And a kick out to McBride. Clock at 4. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
That's fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give her an inch of room.
And that's the only way to stop her. The defender has to be all over her with a hand right in her face.
A nice shot by Bonner.
Great focus from Bonner there. Got to do more than this to slow her down if you're the defense.
And since getting drafted all the way back in 2009, DeWanna Bonner has been so consistent.
When you look back at her pure numbers, she's averaged double figures every year. Last season, 15 points per game. That's better than her career average. And she did that at 36 years old. Bonner, timeless, unreal.
Back to Coffee. Expanding her range. That shot off. The Mercury trail. Pass to Thomas. Shoots over Coffee. And again, it's Phoenix.
With the ability to score from difficult positions, Thomas is dependable when her team calls her number.
Howard the screen. To the left side wing. here's McBride. Bonner defending. It's good, and she drew the contact on the shot, so she'll go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Well, Kayla McBride is a good free throw shooter. I mean, is there anything she can't do?
And so here's Phoenix. 8-point game.
Copper with the ball.
Williams there. Pass to Bonner. Launches a three. That one is off. Now the Lynx with it. They've led by as many as 14 points. McBride. Bonner defending. Fires from deep. Drains it from beyond the arc.
That's her MO. Sometimes she can score more points by herself than the rest of the team combined.
Pass to Thomas.
Nice D from Nia Coffey.
The D was ready for her that time, and they had to be. She is strong in the paint.
Williams inside.
She's covered by Copper.
Back to Williams. Howard. Here's Williams. Down low. Coffey. She's covered by Thomas.
Miles, no good.
Bonner outside.
Mack.
Count that bucket.
A multi-talented player. I like when Bonner scans the floor and finds the open teammate.
Pass to Howard.
Out to Miles. Howard the screen.
There's the triple. Another three for Minnesota. Here's Bonner. 5 points in the game. They set a pick. Fires the three. It's hauled in by the Lynx. Now Coffey. Pass to Howard.
Miles.
The three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Natasha Howard.
Well, she shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. You know, like we say, she's been making music all day long.
Now here's Copper.
12 points for her. Good work there as it goes.
That's what she does, guys. Takes what the defense gives her and turns it into points.
Outside Williams. Howard. Back to Williams. It's stolen by Kalia Cooper. Here's Thomas. And down it goes. 2 points.
Really, she's been a bright spot for them. She's had a very efficient offensive performance.
Yeah, who knows how much bigger the lead would be if it wasn't for her shooting.
Now here's McBride. She's got 36 points.
Outside Miles.
The high post shot. It's rebounded by Thomas.
Pass to Mack.
Here's Copper. She's guarded by Williams.
Here's Mack.
Howard with the rebound.
Solid job by the defense to get in her way as she was going up to the rim.
Now here's Williams. Inside. That's good, and it's Natasha Howard with the assist.
Such a dynamo offensively. Williams, a very streaky scorer. Once she makes a couple of baskets, watch out.
Now here's Copper.
She's got 14. Bonner outside. Cans it from downtown.
I like the assertive approach there. Bonner wasting no time shooting off the pass.
Time called here. The Lynx decide to talk it over. And just about the oldest player in the league, DeWanna Bonner is not slowing down, fellas.
I mean, just watch her. She's facing off with players, some of which are 15 years younger than her. And you'd never guess that with how well Bonner moves.
And the Lynx will go for a different look here.
And here's Caldwell.
Lets it go from deep. Drains the three-pointer.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Outside Williams. Takes the three. Rebound by the Lynx.
Pass to Caldwell.
Over to the wing. Puts up a three.
Carter with the rebound.
Now here's Williams. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her. The first one falls. And good on both. And here are the Lynx now. They lead by 11. Pass to Howard. The fadeaway. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
The closer to the hoop, the better Howard is. Tremendous touch plus athletic ability.
Launches it. And the three ball is good.
Here's Caldwell.
She's guarded by Williams.
Now Caldwell.
Pass to Howard. With one on the clock. And it's good at the buzzer. Wow!
And what a bonus for them to end the quarter as she beats the buzzer.
Now that is how you use every last second on the clock.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Lynx on top, up by 12. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know.
Pass to Caldwell.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Kayla McBride.
Kalia Copper grabs the miss.
Outside Williams. Pass to Copper. Takes the 3. And the Mercury, another 3.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
And it's only getting better as both these defenses are showing signs of wearing down.
Yeah, the defensive effort has not been good of late.
The 3. Mercury with the rebound. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And there's the pick. Shoots the three. No good. The Lynx with the lead.
Pass to Caldwell.
McBride bangs home the trifecta.
Well, the D sagged off, and no hesitation on her part to rise up and bury the three.
And here's Copper. The three is up. Again, the miss by Kalia Copper. Let's go with a three. And the Lynx, another three.
Great communication between teammates there.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth here. To the middle. And the layup falls.
Well, she's been a bright spot in what has otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Minnesota calls a timeout.
So both teams making some changes here.
Pass to Miles.
Here's Howard. McBride. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The idea of setting a screen on that play, it was the good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
Copper outside. Pass to Williams. Thomas, guarded by Howard. Copper. That one falls, coming off Alyssa Thomas's feet.
We just love to see Copper turn on the Jets. When she's this hot, she wants the ball every time, and she deserves it every time.
Now here's McBride. Here's Williams. And that one good.
Well, look, that's just simply a great move. She dusted off the defense and got to the cup for the easy basket.
Copper outside. Over McBride. Copper no good. Now the Lynx with it. Here's Williams. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Textbook. Nice pass, nice catch, nice shot.
Outside Howard. Williams sets the screen.
Outside Miles.
Drills it from outside.
That's what I call pretty passive. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
For three. Rebound by the Lynx.
You know, you watch her and you see her mechanics are totally out of whack right now. She's lost all feel for her shot.
Yeah, and it's not hard to tell. You know, just look at her numbers right now. Nothing is going down for her. Just the way they wanted, within touching distance of the rim.
Pass to Thomas. Copper. Back to Thomas. There's the three. Copper no good.
Well, maybe she thinks she can shoot her way out of this cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Someone tell her it's time to give up the three.
Now McBride. Stolen away.
On the wing, Kalia Copper.
Lets the three fly. Ooh, no luck on that one.
She's missing shot after shot after shot from three-point land. This is not a fourth quarter she's going to want to remember. Chalk up a few more points for them. This has been a one-sided game in just every area.
Absolutely. Their defense, their offense, it's all been outstanding.
It's just been a tremendous performance, Brian.
Now here's Williams.
Leah Copper from outside.
The Mercury with another miss.
Pass to Miles.
Now here's Howard. And here's McBride. Here's Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Howard. Thomas with the steal. To stop the run. Not gonna go that time. And here are the Lynx now. Pass to Williams.
Miles.
The 10-footer. That one off the back iron and out.
Nice play on D, got that hand in her face, and it prevented an easy look.
Exactly. She was alert and aware and really just reacted quickly to that shot.
Now here's Miles.
Outside Williams.
Out to Miles.
No good on the 3. A difficult situation for Phoenix.
Copper outside.
Back to Williams. Jacks up a 3.
It's hauled in by Miles.
Pass to McBride. Takes the 3. Alyssa Thomas with the rebound.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Miles with it. Minnesota calls a timeout.
Yeah, coaches, they saw their team giving up a lot of points and wanted to get a break before it got out of hand.
And that's a big part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your players in the best position possible at all times. That's a great timeout.
Outside Williams. And good, as it snugs right down through the net.
Well, they've built this lead through plays exactly like that. She's easily been the most consistent performer.
No question about that. I mean, she's just hitting everything in sight.
Shot from 12.
Thomas no good.
Here's Williams. There's the triple. Alyssa Thomas with the rebound. And so here's Phoenix. They trail by 14. And it's out of bounds to the Mercury as Phoenix retains possession.
Copper outside.
Here's the 3. That one falls, coming off Alyssa Thomas's feed.
Anything but shy on the basketball court. Thomas is a vocal leader and really a quality distributor.
Now here's Miles.
To the paint. It's stolen by Alyssa Thomas. Inside. Here's Bonner. She gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit lead.
That's why it's so hard to guard Bonner. Not afraid of the trees. She has a solid inside game.
Here's Miles.
Pass to Williams. Coffee. Williams sets the screen.
Outside Miles.
And again, no good by Minnesota.
Here's Mack.
And here's Thomas. Defended by Coffee. Good on the bucket.
You know, you simply cannot say enough about her individual performance so far, even if the all-around team effort has been lacking.
Now here's Miles.
Pass to McBride. And here's Howard. Screen by Howard. Here's Williams. Nice form on the 20-footer.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix.
And it's the Mercury with the ball. 9-point game. Here's Thomas. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time, and offensive glass getting it done. Now here's Williams. The three ball. Sinks the three-pointer.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, they're not taking any chances. This is how you close a game out.
Just look how happy their coach is.
Pass to Miles.
So we see the Lynx taking the W here. And they came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
They really did show some mental fortitude. They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.